Hello BookTube friends, my name is Linda Jo Martin and I'm known on BookTube as Linda Book Lady. I am going to give you a weekend reading update today. Haven't done that in a long time, right? So I'm just going to be talking about things I'm going to be reading this weekend. I've been keeping track of everything in my prayerful planner. I bought a prayerful planner this year. It's really a nice planner. And I really use it not to plan so much as I use it as a day book to write down what I've been reading, maybe a few things that I need to do each day. I got a nice quote yesterday. It is from The Purpose-Driven Life. He said, "You cannot fulfill God's purpose for your life while focusing on your own plans." So anyhow, planning doesn't work for me. I just, when I make a plan, I right away don't do that thing, but usually. Anyhow, so I've been writing down exactly what I've been reading each day, and I like being able to keep track of it in there. And so today I got a book in the mail, so I was so excited. I got a book in the mail. And it was a children's picture book, and this is a very special children's picture book because it is actually last stop on Market Street, the 2016 Newbery Medal winner, and it was a Caldecott Honor Book that year also, 2016, and it won a Coretta Scott King Award for illustrations. So for a picture book, that's pretty good. Usually picture books don't win the Newbery Medal, but this one, it was pretty nice. I mean, okay, the illustrations are kind of cool. The text of the book was just so heartwarming. A little boy gets on a bus with his grandmother and they go, oh no, it's raining again. Forgive me for the rain sounds in this video. I sat down here a few minutes to do this video. I sat down here a few minutes ago to do this video, and there were rain sounds, and I put everything away, and now here's the rain again. So we'll just go with it and see how it turns out. A little boy gets on the school bus, not a school bus, but a city bus with his grandma, and she's going someplace, and he's kind of complaining about it, but it turns out to be a really good book. I was very touched by this. It wasn't a long book, pretty short, it's just a picture book, but really a heart-touching situation. So I'm glad I got that. You might notice I am buying more books these days after most of my books burned in the fire last September. But you know what? This book cost $14, and I could go out to eat and spend $14 on something, and that $14 would be gone forever. But instead I spent my $14 on a book which is going to hopefully be on my bookshelf for a long time. And no more fires, please God, no more fires. I don't want to lose another book collection. And apparently they do burn really fast and very good, so if the fire's hot enough, all you got left is some ashes. The whole bookcase disappeared. Anyhow, let's not talk about the fire. Let's talk about the books. Okay. I just think that a book is a better investment. And by the way, I live out in the middle of the forest, and there are no full-service restaurants here. We have a little deli. We have a supermarket with deli food at the back. And we have a pizza place. No full-scale restaurants whatsoever, so I might as well buy books. Okay. Moving on from that, the other fiction that I'm currently reading is Good Masters, Sweet Ladies, Voices from a Medieval Village. This is also a Newbery Award winner from 2008. It is remarkable. I'm more than halfway done with this book, although I'm taking it very slow. There isn't like a lot of text in this book. It's poetic, it's poetry, but it's like it's like a play, and it's written in about 20 different parts for the children of an elementary school to perform, and I it's very touching, especially in parts. I mean, you really feel for some of these characters, which are little children growing up in a medieval village. So good, bad, and awful. It's all in this book. The other Newbery Medal List book that I'm reading right now is an honor book from 1942 called George Washington's World, and I'm just reading 2 sections at a time. I'm not in any hurry to finish this month, and I've already gotten through section 1, which was about his childhood, George Washington's childhood, and people who were in the world at the time of his childhood. Trying to get to the table of contents here. So there is like 6 different parts in this book. The first one is when George Washington was a boy, and then the second part is when George Washington was a soldier, when he was a farmer, when he was the commander, when he was just a citizen, and when he was president. So I finished part 1 and on to part 2. It's thick, that's why I'm not hurrying through it, besides which I want to just enjoy it a little bit at a time each day and not go really fast through it. So I'm starting the second part. So I'm starting the second part right now. It's when George Washington was a soldier. Coming right up. And then also, I guess yesterday I got a box, and in it was my new paperback copy of Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass. Now this is available online. I think I got a free audiobook over at audible.com. I don't know if that's available to everyone, but I am an annual subscription subscriber over there. So anyhow, I do get some free audiobooks, and this was one of them. And I also have a Kindle copy, but you know what? I just wanted a paper copy, and it was only like $2 something at Amazon. It was real cheap, so I got it, and I'm reading this. So today I read through the intro and the preface, and there's a letter there from someone who read the manuscript before it was published, I guess. And I read chapter 1, and it's just heartbreaking. This should be a required reading in every high school in America, and I don't know why it isn't, but I'm reading it because it is African American History Month, and I've always wanted to read it. I wish I had read it sooner, but better late than never. I can recommend it. Of course, I've only read 1 chapter so far, so you might want to wait till I read the other 10 chapters, and I'll talk about it more in another video, no doubt. And also, for Black History Month, I am reading via audiobook The Invisible Man. This audiobook, I've had it for a couple years. It was another book that I got for free from audible.com, and I tried to start reading it once before and I couldn't get into it, so I didn't try very hard apparently, because this time I got into it and I am amazed at how good this book is. It is really, really good. So the next book that I'm reading currently is The World Rushed In, and I am reading, I say 4 pages a day, but usually I go more because it's very interesting. Once I got past the preface and the prologue and the foreword, which were all very long, when you get into the book itself, it's a lot like an epistolary novel because it reprints the letters and diary entries of a man who went to California during the gold rush overland from New York, and it's fascinating to just read the things that he wrote home to his brother and his wife and his diary entries. And so I'm enjoying this quite a lot. And then the other 2 books that I had here to mention were the Christian books. Okay, this one, The Purpose-Driven Life, I am just not going fast through this. And the way he's got it set up, there's like 40 entries, and for each entry he has a sermon that you can reach online. So he wants you to read the entry and listen to his sermon every day for 40 days, and I am just not that consistent. I'm not that kind of consistent at all. And if the chapter is very long at all, I mean, I don't read the whole thing all in one day. Sometimes I read a chapter in 2 or 3 days, if that's what I feel like doing. I don't want to stuff it down me, if you know what I mean. I just want to read what makes me happy. So I'm struggling through it. I'm only on day 11, and who knows, I might be reading this all year long, because I'm not going to do it in 40 days, that's for sure. But at the same time, I like the book, and I have made a decision that I am doing this for the Pop Sugar Reading Challenge. And since it's a reading challenge issue, I am just going to read the book. I'm not going to listen to all the sermons. I just don't have the time, patience, stamina, whatever it takes. I don't have it. So I'm reading this year with the Bible. I am reading this book, The Bible Recap, a one-year guide to reading and understanding the entire Bible. And once again, I have to say, I am not reading the entire Bible in a year. That is not happening. I will read what makes me happy. I will read what feels good. I'm not going to stuff it down me and stress over trying to get it done in a year. That's just not me. But I'm reading this. It's a chronological Bible study guide. And so I'm reading it in chronological order, like after the story of Noah, you stop there in the middle of the book of Genesis and go over to Job and read Job. And when you get done, you go back to Genesis, and it goes like that. So everything's chronological, and that's why I'm using this and the Bible recap. So let me check my notes here. Do I have anything else that I'm reading? The Bible, Good Masters, Sweet Ladies, George Washington's World, The World Rushed In, The Purpose-Driven Life, The Invisible Man. I think that just about covers it. That covers everything. So that's my weekend reading update. Sorry about the sound of the rain on the travel trailer roof. You're close to nature when you live in a travel trailer. I am very grateful to have the loan of this travel trailer to live in while I'm waiting for my property to be cleared off and something built on it, which may not happen for a couple of years. I don't know when it's going to happen, but in the meantime, I've got this trailer, and I'm very, very grateful for it. What else can I tell you about? It's been an interesting week here. The children are out of school again because there was a COVID exposure in the local elementary school. And I don't have any children, I have to say. I am an old woman who lives alone, so I don't have to worry about having children at home. But the parents, of course, are all having to keep their children at home and I guess do some kind of homeschooling with them. And that's about all I have to say. It's winter, the rain is coming down, and I'm just going to turn off the video and maybe hope to make something of this recording so that I can put it on the web. See you later. Bye.